Hello and welcome everyone inside Montgomery Field here in Salina, Ohio, as the Joes finish up their road trip here on a Sunday afternoon, taking on the Grand Lake Mariners. Once again here at Montgomery Field, Luke Westpoli, Blake Griffin joined alongside Blake. The team exploded late in that game at Bob Wren Stadium yesterday, fueled by a 6-run seventh inning. They pick up the run rule victory over the Copperheads, and now just looking to keep it rolling as they close out this road trip here on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, just trying to keep things rolling, especially into the home game tomorrow. Won their last home game, and looking to complete this road trip successfully.
Absolutely. Looking to go 2-1 on the road trip after dropping their first road loss of the season on Friday against the Xenia Scouts. 87 degrees, not many clouds in the sky to speak of here in Salina. As we will give you our Kettering Health starting lineups for the Hamilton Joes, who will bat first here in the top of the first inning. Batting first and playing third base, Walker Bridges. Batting second at shortstop today, Clay Badalak. Bennett Clement will play center field and bat third. Parker Lester moving into the cleanup spot, playing second base. Batting fifth will be Evan Ulrich. He will catch. Batting seventh, Sam Lowe, the DH. Batting eighth, Casey Fink. Or seventh, rather, Casey Fink. Batting eighth is Tristan Melvin, and batting ninth is Cal Brazier. On the mound for the Grand Lake Mariners is Alex Dickey out of Notre Dame College. He's started 4 games for the Mariners this season, pitched 20 2/3 innings, has a 1-1 record with a 6.53 ERA, 10 strikeouts to 6 walks for the Cincinnati, Ohio native out of Moeller High School. Walker Bridges going to lead things off for the Joes. Yesterday in the game, had a tough start, went 0 for 2, then was hit by a pitch, reached on a fielder's choice, then almost had a grand slam, but ended up just short of it with a hit to the warning track that ended up being a 2 RBI double in the 7th inning for the Joes. He will face off against the right-hander Alex Dickey, who pitches from the stretch. First pitch on the way to Bridges, and it'll catch the inside part of the zone for strike one. We've seen Bridges go after that first pitch quite a lot, especially since he's been in the leadoff spot, but this time laying off.
They've been very aggressive out of that leadoff spot. It's been very effective for him as of late.
Official start time, 4:07 at first pitch. 0-1 pitch to Bridges now on the way. Swinging a foul ball straight back. Military Appreciation Day here in Salina. Pretty decent crowd on hand around the field. Chase Hopewell has just made his way out to coach first base for the Joes on the right side. 0-2 pitch to Bridges on the way. Breaking ball chopped up the left side. This is going to end up trickling foul. That ball was not hit hard whatsoever, but almost ended up paying off for Walker Bridges. Good heads-up play there from Green behind the plate for Grand Lake to let that one go foul. Count will remain 0-2 to Bridges.
A good at-bat, just trying to draw it out here, work his way on, and just see as many pitches as possible, help out the rest of his guys.
It's the first time that Alex Dickey's pitched against the Joes this season. 0-2 to Bridges on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball blown right by him. Bridges can't connect. Dickey, a solid strikeout pitcher. And that will bring up Clay Badalak, who's playing shortstop today, as Sam Lowe is in the DH spot for Hamilton. First lefty to face off against Alex Dickey here in the 2-hole. First pitch on the way. This one misses upstairs for ball 1. First 4 guys in this Joes lineup all batting over 300. Badalak the closest to that mark at 310. One-zero pitch on the way, swinging a foul ball that'll trickle back to the backstop. Full turf infield here in Montgomery Field. Natural grass outfield, something that we see very often. One ball and one strike to Clay Badalak. Here's the pitch. This one pushed up the left side, jacking up from short and making the catch is Nikoluk on a softly hit pop-up from Badalak. Kind of one of those hybrid shots in between a pop-up and a line drive.
And Dickey been exactly what he's needed to be. We saw Jake Jordan come in yesterday and really kind of fill it up for the Copperheads. It really kind of played a little bit of a spoiler to the Joes before he was taken out, and then we saw the offense explode.
So now bases empty, 2 outs for Bennett Clement. First pitch on the way, going swinging and missing at that one. Clement got a piece, but it dove underneath his bat for strike 1. Clement, the LSU Eunice man. Will face off against the 0-1. Here's the pitch, check swing. Clement went around on the appeal over to first.
We saw our share of good breaking balls 2 nights ago with Evan Etchison.
Absolutely. That breaking ball just dove into the turf, and Clement knew it right away as soon as that one crossed the plate. 0-2 to Bennett. Set at the shoulders. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball. 2 strikeouts in the first inning from Alex Dickey. And the Joes are retired in order 1-2-3 here in the first. To the bottom of the inning we go. The home team looking to hit in front of this crowd. Maybe spur up some offense as they begin this home stand. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Bottom of the first here from Salina. No score between the Joes and Grand Lake Mariners. On the mound this afternoon will be Zach Breeden. Southpaw to Miami Hamilton will face off against Elliot Cruson. First pitch to Cruson. Over the heart of the plate for strike 1. Cruson, highest average on this Grand Lake team in some limited appearances, making just his 9th start, batting .393. 0-1, missing on the inside part of the zone. Now leaving the count at a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 quickly sent in. That'll miss up high.
Breeden trying to pick up where Brock left off, and even Hudson, who came in relief. Both very, very good appearances, just filling up the strike zone and getting some good defensive plays.
2-1's going to miss up as well. That'll make the count 3 balls and 1 strike to Elliot Cruson, freshman from Dartmouth College. And the 3-1 gets over the head of Ulrich behind the plate. Skied to the backstop for ball 4. First base runner we've seen of the game. That will bring up Jackson Howard, another member of the Dartmouth Big Green. Jackson Howard left fielder for Grand Lake, will stand in. Runner on first, nobody out. Lefty on righty matchup coming up. First pitch on the way, and it's in there for strike one. Joe's coming into this game with a record of 14-8. Grand Lake 10-13. Next pitch sent in. This one's hit down the line. It's going to get down in left field for a base hit. Cut off just short of the track by Melvin. Digging for third and sliding in safely will be Cruzen. Hauer advances over to second. We'll see how that's scored, but nonetheless, it's going to put two in scoring position for Grand Lake.
Yeah, got right out in front of it. Regan kind of caught a little too much of the plate, and Howard made him pay. This Grand Lake team who had to fight yesterday had a couple of tough games in a doubleheader, really picking up where they left off, looking to put up some more runs.
Two extra inning games. One went to sudden death in the doubleheader at Grady's Field against the Xenia Scouts yesterday for Grand Lake. First pitch sent in by Breeden will catch the zone for strike one to Manny Voorhees, the best hitter in this Grand Lake lineup with significant appearances, making his 18th start. Grand Lake playing in their 24th game this afternoon. 0-1 up high. Good reach there from Evan Ulrich to pick that one down and prevent that from going to the backstop.
Yeah, if that gets over his head, that's trouble. A rather deep backstop here at Montgomery Field.
Now the 1-1 sent in, swing and a miss. As Voorhees goes golfing there for strike two. Voorhees the only man in double digits in terms of RBIs for Grand Lake. Second highest tally is Luke Vonderhaar with 9. Voorhees has 16. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breeden's pitch on the way. This one's lifted up and on the right side out of play. So the count remains 1-2 to Manny Voorhees. Zach Breeden looking for a big out after giving up back-to-back base runners to begin his outing. 1-2, sent in, inside. Voorhees has to dive to get out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch. This one's hit left side well, but foul. Squared up and put out there in the trees in left field. Count remains 2-2. It's the first of a 7-game homestand for Grand Lake, who concluded their road trips to South Division teams last night. They will not see any more South Division teams on the road in the regular season. 2-2, swing and a miss on the fastball. Breeden able to retire his first batter of the game as Manny Voorhees goes swinging on the pitch up high. First out recorded of the inning. That'll bring up Luke Vonderhaar.
Absolutely huge strikeout there for Breeden just to kind of get himself back under control after a big double, especially the best batter in this Mariners lineup.
First pitch on the way. Swinging a chopper to third. Coming in on his Bridges. Run's going to score. Throws low over to first, and it's going to skip by Cal Brazier. Hauer advances to third. Vonderhaar will be safe at first, and a run comes in. It's going to be an E5 on Walker Bridges, as the Mariners put across their first run. An unfortunate break for Zach Breeden, who got the strikeout, then drew some weak contact. But the Joes unable to record an out on that play.
And that one kind of just spun weird when it hit the turf. Bridges probably fortunate to even get that in the glove.
First pitch, check swing, and going around is Sam Seeker, frustrated with himself as he steps out of the box for strike one. Seeker, batting 177, playing in center field, comes up with the runners on the corners and 1 out. Next pitch on the way from Breeden. This one hit on the right side, past a diving Cal Brazier into right field. 1 run scores. Vonderhaar will get the stop sign over at second. So Seeker with an RBI single to double the lead as Hauer comes across. It's now 2-0. Runners on first and second for Grand Lake.
And you could kind of point at the schedule and say the Mariners have kind of been a thorn on the Joe's side all season.
Absolutely.
I've come in and done what they've done against the Joes.
First pitch to Danneman, lifted up in the infield, backing up at second base, and now this one's going to actually carry out into right. It's caught by Casey Fink. Parker Lester went back at second like he was going to catch that one as it went out of our sights here, but Casey Fink came in to make the grab. But yeah, this is the only team that actually leads the season series against the Joes, as the only thing we've seen where the Joes haven't actually been leading the season series against Grand Lake and the 2-2 tie against Xenia. But Grand Lake, the only team that's gotten the better of the Joes this season. First pitch to the left-hander, Jacob Danneman inside. Or rather, Donnie Goods, 4-1. After Danneman was retired. Next pitch on the way. This one in on the hands, jammed out into shallow left. Melvin racing in, diving. He's not able to make the catch. This will trickle by him. One run's going to score. Here comes the second. The throw is offline. Moving over to second base is Goods. And just like that, Grand Lake doubles their lead. 4-0 our score now, and what's been a tough inning for Zach Breeden starting out on the mound.
It's kind of a bloop. Tristan Melvin looked like he had a not-so-great jump on it. It was in between whether it was going to bounce in front of him or whether he was going to go get it. And he made the decision to go get it and just missed it maybe a foot, maybe a half a foot in front of him.
First pitch on the way, and this one's grounded over to third by Nikoluk. And the tag, I believe, was applied over there short by Walker Bridges, and indeed it was. So it's going to officially be a fielder's choice on Nikoluk, as he will technically reach with Goods tagged out at second base. But certainly enough for Grand Lake to get things going here in the bottom of the first inning as they played 4 and take an emphatic lead heading into the second. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for the Joes, looking for some life here at Montgomery Field when we come back. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Back here at Montgomery Field, Joe's trailing by 4 after a big inning from the Grand Lake Bats. 3 earned runs, 4 total for them in the bottom of the first inning. Joes were retired in order in the top of the first. Parker Lester looking for a base runner now. Lester batting .322, coming full circle as he got his first hit of the season here a couple weeks ago at Montgomery Field after a struggle to start, but he's been on a tear now, batting .322. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Alex Dickey returning to the mound, right-hander pitching from the stretch to the leadoff man Parker Lester, righty on lefty matchup. Now the 0-1 is going to miss outside. Not too much wind outside right now as things have been pretty calm. It's a small ballpark here at Montgomery Field.
Especially compared to Bob ran yesterday. My
Yeah.
goodness.
1-1 to Lester, foul tip straight back. Yeah, 328 down the lines here, and about 370 in center, significantly smaller than what we saw yesterday. Cal Brazier actually hit a home run to center field though yesterday, which was very impressive. Talking to Joe's assistant coach Ryan Finnerty though before the last game here actually, who has some experience coaching here as Miami Hamilton played a couple against Wright State Lake this season. 1-2 to Lester, swing and a miss for strike three. 3 strikeouts now for Alex Dickey. Lester down for the first time tonight. That'll bring up Evan Ulrich. But talking to Coach Finnerty, said that last time the wind was actually blowing straight out when the Joes played here, and that's a very, very rare occurrence here at Montgomery Field. Said most of the time the wind blows straight in, and this actually plays like a very big ballpark despite the dimensions of it being so small. First pitch to Ulrich, misses up and away for ball 1.
Speaking of the man himself, he's now taking back his duties
He's
over there.
posted
Base
first.
coach.
Ryan Finnerty back there. Works with the pitchers in the bullpen. Kind of jumps back and forth. Probably was working with Zach Breeden during that first. Is he readied for his first time on the mound today? Dickey pulls it down. Here's the 1-0, and it hits Ulrich. Right in the core area. As that one just plunked him. And he will jog his way over to first. That one just ran inside him right in the middle of the torso.
That was almost like belly button, almost.
Yeah, almost directly. It came directly across, too. It didn't even really run in and hit him square. Just kind of deflected right off the middle and kind of the stomach area. So now a runner on first. Sam Lowe, the DH, up to the plate, looking to chip into this lead. Currently stands at 4-0 Grand Lake here at the top of the second. Quick pickoff move over to first, but Ulrich back in time. Yesterday, Lowe was 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. He scored 2 runs. Also got an RBI. So get another pickoff move. That ball's getting thrown pretty hard by Alex Dickey over the first, almost like a fastball. Next pitch on the way upstairs. Now we're going to get a back pick over to first, and Ulrich is back in time. So Mariners very, very worried about him over there at first right now. The count is 1-0 to Sam Lowe.
Not a lot of stolen bases for Ulrich in general.
Next pitch on the way. That misses up high for ball 2. He joked with Tyler Thaman a little bit that he's a big stolen base guy because he does have a couple this year, but did not have any in college and did not have any last year. Not necessarily a guy that's going to steal a whole bunch of bags by any means. 2-0, right down Broadway for strike 1.
But in terms of catchers, definitely has some speed. Both our catchers not slow by any means.
Definitely.
But maybe not your best base stealers.
2 balls and 1 strike here to Sam Lowe. Dickey pitches, and the runner goes. Throws good, and it got him. Great throw from Brandon Green. Just as we said it, Evan Ulrich tries to swipe the bag. That ball was placed perfectly to the right side of the base. And Nikolic just had to put it in the glove, and it was already on line to apply the tag. So an unfortunate break for the Joes. Now the base is empty. And 2 outs. 3-1 count to Sam Lowe.
It looked like Evan tried to maybe hit the ball out. He kind of put both hands up and tried to get a little something there as he was caught red-handed.
3-1 in there for strike 2. So after the hit by pitch, Mariners looking to recover in a big way. Could escape the inning right here. Full count to Sam Lowe. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Kind of an excuse me offering there from Lowe, who just went about 3/4 of the way around on the pitch that was well outside. It's 4 strikeouts now through 2 innings for Alex Dickey, and it retires the side here in the top of the second. To the bottom of the inning we go. Brandon Green was the only man not to hit in the last inning for Grand Lake. He'll get his first chance at the plate when we come back. You're watching Joe's Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBoxSports.
Zach Breeden back on the mound. He will face off against Brandon Green, who was the only Mariners hitter not to come up to the plate in that first inning. 4-0. Grand Lake on top of Hamilton here from Montgomery Field. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday afternoon, the eve of the 4th of July. Joes will be back at home tomorrow to take on the Richmond Jazz. Sure to come on out to Foundation Field. First pitch misses up high to Brandon Green, 231 hitter on the season.
Remembered that he did do well against the Joes last time. Had to look it up, but
That one's fouled straight back.
went 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI when the Mariners did beat the Joes at home back on the 25th.
1-1 offering, swing and a miss, as that one was down and away. Green can't connect. Brandon Green, the senior out of Chicago, Illinois, plays at Southern University. 1-2, grounded foul. Southern University, one of my favorite color schemes in all college athletics. They got the kind of powder blue and gold.
Ooh. Yeah, that's money.
The Jaguars playing in the SWAC. 1-2. This one hit out into shallow right field. Coming in is Fink, losing the hat, but he will make the catch as he came towards the line. Had to come in and over towards the first base side a little bit, but was able to make the grab without too much trouble. Back to the top of the order we go. Elliot Cruson will come up.
Very important for Breeden to come out in this inning and pitch very calmly. It's a good start against Brandon Green.
First pitch is up high for ball one. Yeah, it wasn't that Breeden looked bad by any means in that first, just a couple tough breaks. 1-0 sent in up high and in for ball two. Walked the first batter and then gave up a double down the line. Then had an error and also a double that was just on a diving play. 2-0 finds the zone for strike one. Now 2-1 on the way. Up and away for ball three. Now the 3-1, and that's upstairs for ball four. Second walk of the game for Zach Breeden. We'll put a runner on first with one out as Jackson Howard digs in. Breeden has struggled a little bit with the walks this season, 10 in just under 14 innings pitched coming into today.
And was working quite quickly to Cruson, maybe just trying to get a groove and keep him off balance, but it seemed to work against him, and maybe he just needs to take a little more time and compose himself like he did against Brandon Green.
First pitch to Howard, up and in for ball one. This is a Joe's team that did not walk any batters yesterday in 7 innings against Southern Ohio.
It was almost a perfect day.
Absolutely. From Clay Brock, who went 6, and Tyler Hudson, who came in relief in the 11-1 run rule victory. Breeden deals in the 1-0. This one bounces in the dirt, skips away from Ulrich. Getting over to second base without a throw is Cruson. As Ulrich just kind of lost that one, thought initially that it was in his pads, but then he kind of looked to his side and realized it was over toward the Joes dugout. Breeden will step off here, as I believe the umpire called time, and indeed that is the case. Michael Ingram at the plate today. Connor Massell on the bases. Breeden, the lefty, pitching into the righty Hauer. 2-0. Skips up and away from Ulrich. This will trickle to the backstop, and now getting over to third. Cruson will make it there safely.
Back-to-back wild pitches for Breeden. It's really just been a rough inning for him. Just finding the zone. Did well against Brandon Green and has struggled ever since.
And that will warrant a visit out from Evan Ulrich to just have a conversation with him. And now Ryan Finnerty is going to come out a little late to talk to his man, Zach Breeden. Ryan Finnerty is Breeden's college coach at Miami Hamilton. So the Joes are actually going to meet the infield here. Trailing 4-0 with 1 out in the bottom of the second. 3-0 is the count to Jackson Hauer with a runner on third after back-to-back wild pitches.
A bit of a unique advantage that Coach Ryan Finnerty has to have his guy and know when he's off, when he's on, instead of having to kind of, move his, make the judgment throughout the summer, and it gets better as it goes. He already knows. He's already seen him throw. And with him being a returner.
Yeah, Zach Breeden making his 7th appearance of the season, but in his 2nd year with the Joes, played for the team last season during the championship run. 3-0 pitch up high for ball 4. Jackson Hauer advances over to first, reaches base for the 2nd time tonight, and it's now back-to-back walks for Breeden. That'll put runners on the corners. Manny Voorhees up to the plate. He struck out his first time up. Breeden did not pitch here at Montgomery Field at all this season. Miami Hamilton played 2 games here back on April 24th, but he did not appear in any of those. The day before, they played a doubleheader at Foundation Field, and he pitched in that one. First pitch misses inside to Manny Voorhees. Breeden started 9 games and made 12 appearances for Miami Hamilton this season. 1-0. Crushed by Voorhees out to center, but coming over on it and making the catch is Clement. Tagging from third and coming home safely is Cruson as the throw was cut off by Breeden at the mound. Hauer will remain over at first. It's a sac fly for Manny Voorhees. And now a runner on first with 2 down as Luke Vonderhaar comes up. He's 0 for 1. Reached on an error from Walker Bridges his first time up.
Going fastball hunting on that one, found it, liked it, put a lot of barrel on it. Good job for Bennett Clement to hunt that one down. We know he's got a lot of speed out there in the outfield.
First pitch is up high to Vonderhaar. Vonderhaar scored 1 of the 4 runs that came across in the first inning. Now here in the second, 1 more has come in for the Mariners. So our score stands at 5-0. 1-0 pitch misses inside. Now the 2-0 offering, runner goes. Ulrich's throw down to second's a good one. The tag is just barely not in time as Hauer snuck that left hand in there. That arrived at second base before the rest of the body did, and that was just in the nick of time. The throw was a little bit high from Breeden to make the count 3-0. Made it a little bit tough on Ulrich, but still made it close over there at second. 3-0 pitch in there for strike 1.
Acrobatic tag on that one from Parker Lester, looking like he owns the second base spot. Looks more and more comfortable over there every time we see him.
3-1, driven out into left field. Backing up is Melvin. He's camped underneath it, though, and will make the catch, as that one just lost a lot of its power up in the air. That will retire the side here in the bottom of the second. Mariners get one more as Elliot Cruson comes around and will score the 5th run of the game for Grand Lake. Take a 5-0 lead on Hamilton as we head to the 3rd inning. Bottom of the order looking to get something done on Alex Dickey, who's faced the minimum through 2. We'll see if they can when we come back. You're watching Joe's Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Away half of inning number 3, Casey Fink, the leadoff hitter for the Joes. Trailing 5-0 to Grand Lake after giving up 4 in the first, 1 in the second. Alex Dickey retaking the mound for Grand Lake. The right-hander has faced the minimum 6 batters through 2 innings. Only 1 base runner, a hit by pitch on Evan Ulrich, who was quickly retired as he was caught stealing. First pitch to Fink, outside for ball 1. Looks like Tegan Bork out there in the Joes bullpen getting some work in. Maybe getting ready for an early appearance. 1-0 to Fink, swing and a miss. That pitch was bordering the top part of the zone. Fink can't connect to it. That'll even the count of the ball and a strike.
We have seen back-to-back 20-pitch innings from Zach Breeden, so he's up at 40. Don't know what the limit is so far.
1-1 to Fink, outside for ball 2. Fink hitless yesterday, but did have an RBI and 2 walks. Next pitch on the way. He reaches out and pokes this one foul into the trees on the left side. He's pushing that one away. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to KC. Out of University of Charleston, he will ready. Dickey fires that one in. That'll miss for ball 3.
Did you hear the coaches say make sure that he brings both sets of cleats because he might throw today? I believe pitchers and catchers are not allowed to use metal spikes here.
Next pitch on the way, and that will miss on the breaking ball for ball 4. Casey Fink getting it done at the plate. That's now 3 straight walks for Casey dating back to yesterday on 3 straight plate appearances. And the Joes finally able to get a leadoff man on here in the 3rd. That will bring up Tristan Melvin, runner on first. First pitch to Melvin, catches the top of the zone for strike 1 on a breaking ball offering from Dickey. Lots of Division II guys around. Got Melvin and then Fink on first, facing off against the D2 pitcher and Alex Dickey. 0-1. This one swung on and lifted up right side. It's going to get out of play over our heads and into the beer garden to our right.
I haven't got a chance to see Melvin up close just yet. I didn't know he was wearing the stirrups today. Looking actually pretty good. Should make that a uniform choice for sure.
0-1, or 0-2 rather. Rung up, called strike 3 as Melvin watches it go by.
He was the beer batter.
So beneficial to the crowd here in Salina as Tristan Melvin down on strikes, and now Cal Brazier will come up. Probably Cal's best game of the season yesterday when he went 2 for 4 with a single and a home run and scored 2 runs himself. Runner on first, one out. Runner goes, first pitch, swing and a miss from Brazier. The throw down to second is not going to be in time. Just missing a little bit on that one as Green fired it to the left of second base. So Fink with the stolen bag, he'll move up into scoring position.
Yeah, we've been waiting for Cal to kind of break open. We were hoping that yesterday's was the day. Look to see how that carries over today. Maybe get the Joes' first hit, get him on the board.
Dickey pumps and fires in the 0-1, swing and a miss. That pitch was low, and Brazier going fishing on it for strike 2. Joe's still hitless now through 2 1/3 innings. 2 base runners via a walk and a hit by pitch. Casey Fink, the first runner in scoring position for the Joes this afternoon. Brazier will call time, facing an 0-2 count. Brazier, another D2 guy at a Tiffin. O2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball just misses the top of the zone for ball 1.
That breaking ball's been very, very effective for Alex Dickey tonight, or I guess this afternoon. He's got a plethora of swing and misses on it.
One ball, 2 strikes to Cal Brazier. Here's the pitch. That one misses away. Brazier holds up. Good eye in the box to even the count at 2-2. Wind is picked up a little bit, kind of blowing left to right, a little bit in, kind of out from center field towards first base. 2-2, down and away for ball 3. Brazier's battled back to make the count full now. Got the top of the order due up. With Walker Bridges on deck, he struck out swinging his first time up. Dickey takes a breath, now fires in the payoff pitch. This one grounded slowly over to short. Nicoluk comes over, throws across his body, and he beat him over to first. As Brazier was beaten out by a half step. Great play over there at short by Andrew Nicoluk. Casey Fink advances to third for the Joes, and that will bring up the top of the order now with Walker Bridges standing in. Cal Brazier on the way back to the dugout has some words for Bridges.
Yeah, Bridges, who saw just 5 pitches his first time up, and Brazier, who got quite a bit more in this last at-bat, maybe just kind of telling him how the stuff looks today.
First pitch to Bridges, lifted up right side, getting towards the out-of-play mark, and it will indeed extend over the fence. So an 0-1 count here. Casey Fink on third base for the Joes, says now we're going to get a time call, and Alex Dickey wants a new baseball.
Pitchers can be a little weird when it comes to baseballs. They want the nick on one part of the baseball, or maybe it's not rubbed up enough.
No balls and 1 strike to Walker Bridges. Here's the pitch. Outside. Even the count on a ball and a strike. And on the Joes side, I know Coach Tyler Thaman really encourages his pitchers, if you don't like the baseball, just get a new one. They can certainly afford to just switch them out. 1-1, swing and a foul tip from Bridges into the glove of Green behind the plate.
Joe's bat's just really been off balance all night. I haven't really seen any good contact whatsoever.
One, two, way upstairs. That gets away. It hit off the backstop and came right back to the plate, but the umpire signaled to blow that play dead. And Fink's going to be sent back to third. It was
confused with that
a
hit.
ball to
make it a
Walker
dead
Bridges.
ball.
I'm not sure what that was. It would have been actually a close play at home as that ball kicked hard off the backstop and actually ended almost in the left-handed batter's box as Fink was trying to come home on the wild pitch.
Must have been some spot that called it dead.
2-2, bounces in the dirt, or rather a full count offering as that one got to the right of Green, who was able to stop it, but now runners on the corners for the Joes. Hard to keep track of things right now as it's been some interesting plays as of late.
I think they might have given the dead ball like an extra ball. I have no idea.
Maybe that was what it was.
Could have been a balk for all we know.
It could have been.
Well, no, that would have scored the
That
run.
would have scored the run, I guess, maybe.
Never mind.
There was actually some hesitation from Dickey on the mound on that pitch. He kind of shook the leg a little awkwardly while he was in the windup.
Yeah, double pumped. I thought he was going to make a move over to Fink at third.
Clay Badalak up to the plate with runners on the corners and 2 down. Badalak popped out to short his first time up, and one just hit to the shallow outfield left center. First pitch on the way. It's a breaking ball outside for ball 1.
"20 pitches in this inning for Alex Dickey. The Joes has done a good job of getting to him somewhat in this inning.
Still no hits, but 2 walks. Next pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Can't find that outside corner. That'll make the count 2-0. Pitch count certainly higher in this third than any other inning for Alex Dickey. 2-0 pitch, right down Broadway for strike 1. Big secondary lead over there at first from Walker Bridges, but Green doesn't seem to be too bothered by it behind the plate. 2-1 count to Clay Badalak. Bridges on the move, pitches upstairs, throw down to second is not in time. Now the delayed steal throw home is going to gun Casey Fink down. Fink tried to get underneath the tag, but he wasn't able to do so, and the Joes still can't catch a break through 3 innings here. Got a pair of base runners, most they've had in an inning so far, but another 0 on the scoreboard. 5-0, Grand Lake leads. They'll look to add on to it when we come back in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Stay with us. You're watching Joe's Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Tegan Bork going to take the mound for the Joes as we're here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sam Seeker will lead off. Joes trailing 5-0 after Zach Breeden exits the game after 2 complete innings of work starting on the mound. First pitch from Tegan Bork to Sam Seeker will not find the zone. It'll be ball 1. Now next offering on the way, and that'll find the zone on the breaking ball there to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
We've seen Bork come in and be kind of that calming presence out of the bullpen that we didn't quite see at the beginning of the season.
Swing and a miss there on the 1-1 to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tegan Bork looking to have a bit of a stronger outing after he struggled a little bit against the Zenith Scouts. As the 1-2 swung on and missed into the glove of Evan Ulrich. Maybe a piece from Sam Seeker, but that's strike 3.
Well, in that Scouts game, you kind of can't give too much blame to Tegan, as he had to come in for Wyatt Fisher, who left with an injury. He had to be very rushed out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he was just kind of thrown into that game without much warm-up and struggled with his command a little bit, as this one on the first pitch is taken out to deep left field, but it's going to fall down. Underneath it is Tristan Melvin. He'll make the catch in left for out number 2. Cleanest inning we've seen so far from Hamilton pitching, coming from Tegan Bork. Donnie Goods now up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Pitch count still low for Bork here in this inning so far. Just 5 since he's entered. First pitch misses up high to Goods. Now the 1-0 will find the top of the zone for strike 1. Quickly into the 1-1 offering, and that time it will be outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. Bork winds and fires. This one lifted up on the right side of the infield. Brazier in pursuit. He's going to run into the fence. No more room. That'll get out of play. 2 strike count here. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch to Goods on the way. Outside for ball 3. Count is full. Donnie Goods working the longest at-bat so far that Tegan Bork has seen on the mound in this game. 3-2. Called strike 3. On the bottom part of the plate, Goods tossed the bat, and now arguing his case a little bit with home plate umpire Michael Ingram, who will send him back to the dugout. But finally, the Joe's able to find some stability, and it comes by way of Tegan Bork. Mariners down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. To the 4th inning we go. Clay Badalak going to look for a full at-bat this time, as he was cut off in the last inning. He'll lead things off for the Joes when we come back. You're watching Joe's Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati, or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Top of the fourth inning here from Grand Lake. First pitch on the way to Clay Badalak, and he goes after it. Grounded right side. Tough play at second. Sliding and knocking it down. Throw over to first, though, is not going to be in time from Daneman, who had come about 2 steps into the outfield grass behind first base to make a play on that. It's the first hit given up by Alex Dickey, and the Joes maybe with a little bit of life. Saw their best inning in the field in that bottom of the third as Tegan Bork had 2 strikeouts in relief. And now a runner on first with nobody out with Bennett Clement up. First pitch to Clement on the way. This one's grounded up the middle. Fielding this one over at short. The throw is low over to first, and it is not in time. They flipped it over to second to get the lead runner as Badalak was put down, but Clement will reach on the fielder's choice.
Absolutely aggressive approach from the Joes here in this inning. That's 2 pitches and 2 balls put in play.
Parker Lester up to the plate now with a runner on first and 1 down. Dickey going to step off and throw over to first, but Clement will slide back in on that one in plenty of time. Lester struck out swinging to lead off the second inning for the Joes. First pitch on the way to him, misses outside for ball 1. This has been the best strikeout outing so far for Alex Dickey. He's got quite a few Joes batters, 5 through 3 innings rather. Averages about a strikeout every 2 innings normally. Going after this one, it's grounded right over to first for Lester. The throw over to second is not going to be in time, but Lester is called out on the 3 unassisted. Bennett Clement advances over to second. Evan Ulrich will come up to the plate. Runner on second, 2 down. First pitch home, breaking ball into the turf for ball 1.
Just needed something in the outfield. Start a little bit of a spark for the Joes offense. It hasn't really been there so far. As we mentioned, just the 1 single.
1-0 on the way, and that'll find the zone on the top part for strike 1. Yeah, things look promising for the Joes to start this inning, but the Mariners have kind of slowed things down a little bit. One ball, 1 strike to Evan Ulrich. Here's the pitch, and it dives into the turf for ball 2 on the breaking ball. Big secondary leads over there from Bennett Clement, who continues to hop around. Mariners dugout is very lively. We're directly above it. Alex Dickey gave a look over to them. Two-one. Time is called.
We've seen Dickey go above the head and then back into his paws.
Yeah, he kind of sets the ball behind his back and then puts it in the glove behind his head almost, and then pulls it back down to the shoulders. 2-1 offering, misses upstairs to Ulrich.
Could possibly be a rhythm that the Joes could possibly exploit on the base paths. Is with the ball behind your head, I don't know how much of a reaction you're going to have with your feet to be able to step off correctly. Maybe you could get a balk out of that.
3-1 to Ulrich. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball. As Dickey just pulled the string. And that'll work the count full.
Always going to tip the cap when you get a breaking ball or off speed with 3 balls. Very gutsy.
The payoff pitch to Ulrich on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Alex Dickey escapes and holds the Joes off the scoreboard once more. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Andrew Nicoluk will lead things off for Grand Lake when we come back. They continue to lead 5-0. Tegan Bork going to look to try and keep the Joes in this one on the mound when we come back. Continue watching Joes baseball right here on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Andrew Nicoluk leading off for Grand Lake here in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's been a relatively fast-moving game here on a Sunday afternoon from Salina. Tegan Bork back on the mound for the Joes. Got the first clean inning for Hamilton in the field. First pitch is upstairs for ball one. Came in relief for Zach Breeden, who pitched 2 innings. Bork recorded 2 strikeouts on the way to retiring the Mariners in order in the third. 1-0 will find the zone on the inside corner for strike one. Bork will wind and fire the 1-1 in. And that's a breaking ball in there for strike two. Bork will shake a couple pitches off. Now here he comes. 1-2 pitch. Way inside on the fastball. Nicoluk spinning away from it. Now the 2-2 offering, fouled straight back. Nicoluk waited on the breaking ball, but just couldn't square it up. Popped it over the backstop. Another 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss, strike three. Third strikeout now through just an inning and a third for Tegan Bork. Looking really strong on the mound right now. The 9-man Brandon Green will come up. He's 0 for 1.
It's been exactly what the Joes have needed, just to come in and kind of calm the storm and let the offense kind of start up without the momentum getting pulled away from them every inning.
Frustration after that last outing from Tegan Bork was clear. It was, as we mentioned, unfortunate the situation that he came in. So he'll deliver the first pitch to Green, and it will miss inside for ball one. I think he was just frustrated at the fact that he had to come in then and how that reflected on him as he wasn't able to get that full warm-up in, and it definitely showed in his performance. He struggled a little bit. 1-0 will miss upstairs for ball two. But today rebounded really, really well. And Bork's a guy who never has really seemed to let it get to him for multiple days at a time. 2-1 downstairs, swing and a miss. Green going golfing.
And we talk about that appearance. He had to do his whole warm-up routine in maybe 7 to 8 minutes.
2-1, lifted up right side. This is going to get out of play. But, yeah, Bork was in very good spirits yesterday and today as well. Didn't know if we were going to see him, as actually he's coming off only 1 day rest. 2-2 will miss in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 out. Full count pitch to Brandon Green on the way. Swing and a chopper over to third. Bridges will wait on it and fire over to first for out number 1. Green didn't really get full power on that swing, kind of a three-quarter strength move at the ball there. But now that will flip the lineup card to the top of the order. Elliot Cruson will come in with the bases empty. 2 away now. Bork's first pitch to him, swung on and hit up the right side. This is going to fall just foul. It was pushed up the line. Brazier kind of hopped up to it, but it was a couple feet too high for him to make a play on. No balls and 1 strike. Bork winds and fires, swing and a miss on the fastball. That's what you call blowing it right by him. That one was in the zone, a good pitch to hit, but Bork was just too quick. Cruising, facing an 0-2 count. Bork back into the windup. Here it comes. This one is hit into right field. Coming in on it is Fink. He's underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Taking Bork looking really comfortable, looking to translate things into the bats, as the Joes still have nothing heading into the 5th inning. Sam Lowe will lead off in the top of the 5th. When we come back, Joes trailing by 5. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Don't go away.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080.
Top of the 5th inning here from Grand Lake. Sam Lowe will lead off for the Joes, trailing by 5, looking to make a dent in this lead here. Closest we've seen them come to that all night in the 4th as they got a pair of base runners and the first hit of the game, but still not able to solve Alex Dickey just yet. First pitch to Lowe, he goes after it, grounded to third, played on the 1-hop by Voorhees, seed across the diamond for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Casey Fink coming up. Fink walked his last time up and then was caught trying to come home on the delayed steal. We saw Bennett, or rather Walker Bridges, run over to second, make it there safely, and then Fink was tagged out on the throw back to home. First pitch. It's going to miss up high. A check swing is pulled back in time by Casey Fink. One 0 count. Now here's the pitch up and away. Ball 2.
That was probably the best scoring chance the Joes have had thus far in this game.
Definitely.
Needing to get back to that and just kind of rack up the pitch count on Dickey. This will be 60.
2-0 pitch. This one pushed up the middle, and it's going to fall in shallow center for a base hit. Still no hard contact yet, as the 2 singles just barely made their way into the outfield from Badalak and now Fink. But that's all you need right now is just to string a couple of those together to get yourself back into this game. Tristan Melvin will come up with a runner on 1st and 1 out. Melvin was rung up on a 3rd strike call. His first time up. I believe that was a 3-pitch strikeout, if I'm not mistaken. And indeed it was. First pitch, bunt is squared and put down, but just foul. That bunt had a lot of backspin. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch to Melvin on the way. This one lifted up in the air, really high to center field. Seeker is coming in, now tricking over to his right. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Fink returns to first. So now the 9-hitter, Cal Brazier, coming up to the plate. He is 0 for 1, grounded out to short his last time up. 2 down, runner on first. Dickey fires home, in there for strike 1 on the top part of the zone. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. And that'll find the zone, maybe not. Just missing upstairs, maybe a little higher than that last offering, but a similar pitch. It'll even the count at 1-1. One pitch, runner goes, throws up high, bouncer over to second, it's not going to be in time. Fink almost overslid the bag, but just reached behind him with that left hand to keep it on the base. And he will be over there. 2-1 is the count to Cal Brazier. Fink into scoring position now for the 2nd time in as many trips to the base paths for him. This one crushed by Brazier out there to deep left field. Going back is Hauer. He looks up. This one's gone. Cal Brazier with his 3rd home run of the season. It's a 2-run shot to deep left as he homers on back-to-back nights, and the Joes have life offensively. They cut into this lead. It's now 5-2.
We talked about how big of a home run Brazier's was last night and cleared this one just barely in left center, but knew it was gone off the bat. Even went down and unstrapped the shin guard, had enough time.
Towering home run there from Cal Brazier, and that's exactly what the Joes needed. As the top of the order will come up. First pitch to Walker Bridges inside for ball 1. Just felt that the bats, it was similar in terms of vibe to what we saw in that Xenia game where it just kind of felt dead, but that can certainly inject some life into this lineup now. As the 1-0 pitch misses upstairs. Joes making their way through the lineup now for the 3rd time as Walker Bridges will begin that in the 1 spot.
More importantly, the home run kind of makes Dickey maybe a bit more scared to come around the zone, not wanting to get hurt again.
2-0 in there for strike 1 on the breaking ball. And if you're the Joes, you would love to chase Dickey out of this game because Grand Lake's got very limited options out of the bullpen today. 2-1 in there for strike 2. Coach Perez thinks that there's probably only one guy they've got coming out of the bullpen at full power, and then maybe some position guys and some guys on not as much rest as they would like to have. But you never know what the situation could be. Going to want to ride Dickey as long as they can. 2-2 upstairs for ball 3.
Man, that ball was crushed, though.
Yeah,
My
absolutely
goodness.
was. 3-2 to Bridges, down and away for ball 4. And The train continues. Walker Bridges working his second walk now of the day. Runner on first, 2 down for Clay Badalak, and that's going to draw a mound visit from head coach Tony Perez of Grand Lake.
And that bat actually showed a lot of growth from Walker Bridges and hopefully the rest of the Joe's batters, as we've seen that pitch be swung and missed on several times.
Lot.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
especially on 3-2.
Yeah, I believe that was a pitch that Bridges actually struck out on his first time up, and certainly one that we've seen a couple of Joe's batters strike out on as well. But like you mentioned, going through this order for the third time, and especially after seeing one of your teammates finally crack the seal on this one, you just have that little bit of confidence and certainly a lot more comfortability in the box for Walker Bridges in that at-bat. Mound visit will break up. Should note that Chase Hopewell is back over at first coaching the bases for Hamilton, so maybe they kicked Ryan Finnerty out, said he was bad luck. 5-2 our score, runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch to Badalak, right down the heart of the plate for strike 1. At the shoulders, Dickey fires home. Runner goes. Throw down to second is not going to be in time as Bridges is able to get the hand in there on the throw up high. The count will be 1-1 to Clay Badalak. So he's got another runner in scoring position now. Maybe a chance to cut into this lead further. His 2 runs begins to start to even sound a lot more manageable. 1-1 in there for strike 2 along the top part of the zone. Badalak thought about it but held up. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him now. Big gap on the left side of the infield. 1-2 pitches outside, up and away. Two and 2. Dickey fires home, swing and a miss, strike 3. Badalak down on strikes, as that will retire the side here in the top of the 5th. But the Joes able to get things started. Cal Brazier with his 3rd home run of the season, as that will cut into this Grand Lake lead. That home run now ties Cal Brazier for most on this Joes team, and most importantly, a little bit of life injected into the road team as we make our way into the bottom of the 5th. Tegan Bork retaking the mound for the Joes. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It's Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Jackson Howard, the 2-hitter, will lead things off in the bottom of the 5th inning for Grand Lake. 5-2, Mariners leading the Hamilton Joes. Hamilton getting a couple of back thanks to a 2-run shot from Cal Brazier in the top of the 5th. Tegan Bork back on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. He's retired all 6 Mariners he's faced so far.
We've talked about how important it is that he has come in and hung some zeros and got some momentum back onto their side and allowed the offense to start to get rolling.
First pitch is a breaking ball that misses below the zone for ball 1. Jackson Howard, a guy that is the only perfect plate appearance record so far as he's reached base twice. 1-0, swing and a miss on a similar pitch there from Bork for strike 1. But yeah, in a game where it definitely took some time for the Joes to find anything offensively, just got to get as many zeros as possible up there until your team can start to get their legs under them. 1-1 pitch slides inside. Howard avoids it. Big breath. Bork deals the 2-1 in. This one sharply hit but foul up the third base side. Into the Joes bullpen.
Also playing a part is Bork being a righty instead of a lefty. We don't have our director of analytics with us. Sam Muse didn't travel with us today, so don't have those official stats on hand.
2-2 upstairs.
Normally that kind of thing that we give him a mic and he does give us some pretty cool stats as lefty versus righty, that kind of stuff. So we don't know if that's playing a factor as well.
3-2. This one's hit up the middle on the one hop just past Badalak, who was pursuing it at short. Good at bat from Jackson Hauer. Able to be the first base runner off of Tegan Borg. And he leads things off with a single. But yeah, it should be noted that Zach Breeden was a lefty. So now a bit of a different look as Tegan Bork, the right-hander, takes the mound. Runner on first, nobody out for Manny Voorhees. He's 0 for 1, but does have an RBI on a sac fly he hit to center field in the second. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch inside. 4-1. Hauer with a shuffle and a half over there at first. 1-0 upstairs for ball 2. Pitching from the stretch. Bork deals the 2-0 in, and it finds the bottom part of the zone for strike 1.
Important to find that zone once again and maybe get a ground ball here. I've just seen one ground ball on the last 4 innings.
2-1. This one hit well in the air back to deep center field, going back at the wall. This one is caught at the track, tagging from first to second, and doing so safely is Hauer. A loud out from Manny Voorhees will advance a runner. Bennett Clement making the catch on that one in left center field at the warning track, as that one was hit really well by Manny Voorhees.
I think he thought that was gone. I think he had a little bat flip on that one. I think he got that one better than he did. Maybe the wind knocked it down.
Bork will lift the knee and go back to second. Yeah, I even thought that one might be gone from the broadcast booth, the way that both outfielders reacted to it for the Joes. Both guys kind of looked up initially and back at the wall like they thought that was going to get over their heads. First pitch fired in there to Vonderhaar for strike 1. Yeah, until that ball came back into our sights as it started to come down, it looked like Clement was kind of looking up behind him at the wall, but he was underneath it. 0-1 pitch, grounded third base side foul.
Yeah, it was definitely a soft jog from both guys out there. And I guess that is a testament to how fast they both are, as they both didn't have to run too far to get out there. But my goodness, did that scare us here in the booth.
That ball was also hit a mile in the air. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a grounder up to second base. Tough play for Lester. Sidearm over to first, though, is in time for the out, as Lester had to track almost all the way to the baseline up there towards first to make the play to Brazier. Hauer advances to third. Now 2 outs in the inning.
What's going to go unnoticed on that play is that Parker Lester was playing more up the middle to kind of hold the base runner and had to go maybe from almost behind second all the way behind Kyle Brazier at first.
And another one of those that we talked about kind of on the broadcast yesterday on the Joe side. First pitch sent in, missing off the plate to Sam Seeker. On a ground ball in isolation without, guys in the field, that looks innocent enough, but just the positioning of Parker Lester there made that a really tough play. 1-0 on the breaking ball, finds the zone to even the count at 1-1. One pitch in the turf. Good pick by Evan Ulrich to keep that one at bay. In the bottom of the 5th, 5-2 Grand Lake leading Hamilton. Bork deals home. That pitch just below the zone. And the count is full to Seeker. The center fielder's 1 for 2 today with a single that came in that big first inning for the Mariners. Struck out swinging his last time up. 3-2. This one laced right side. It's going to get down into right field for a base hit just past Cal Brazier at first. It's an RBI single for Sam Seeker as Hauer comes in to score his second run of the game. Mariners get one back as the score now 6-2. Tough one for the Joes to concede there, as if Bork was able to hang another 0. Got to feel that the momentum's really on their side, but a good job by the home squad to maybe start to tame that fire a little bit. First pitch is hit out into left field by the new batter, Danneman, and it's going to one-hop in front of Tristan Melvin for a base hit. So that moves Seeker to second. He'll get held up. Danneman with his first hit of the day, now 1 for 3. And now Donnie Goods will come up. Should note that Seeker and Danneman, who recorded the last 2 hits for Grand Lake, are the first 2 batters to see Tegan Bork a second time. Now the first pitch, swing and a miss on that one in the turf from Goods. Goods struck out looking to end the 3rd inning in his last time up. Faces the 0-1. That's right down the plate for strike 2.
Bit more of a taxing inning. It's been over 20 pitches. 23 so far in this inning. This will be 24.
Bork's 0-2 on the way. Runners go. Throw over to third's not going to be in time as the speedy Sam Seeker able to beat it out. Danneman over to second. That puts 2 in scoring position. Risky decision there by head coach Tony Perez will pay off on the double steal. That puts 2 in scoring position. 1-2 count to Jacob Danneman. Bork fires home. That one bouncing. Ulrich stops it. That was spiked, bouncing well before reaching home plate, and Ulrich actually stood up to block that one with the chest protector. Keeps the runners where they are. 2-2 count here to Donnie Goods. Bork nods, takes a breath, and fires. This one grounded up to the first base side, caught by Brazier. He will wave Bork off and step on the bag to end the inning and stop the bleeding there for the Joes as they leaked over 1 run and 2 into scoring position, but they will strand them there to end the 5th. The Mariners get 1 back, but +1 on the inning for the Joes, who put across 2 in the top of the 5th. To the 6th we go. Bennett Clement leading off for the Joes as they still try to claw their way back into this game. Alex Dickey retaking the mound. We'll see more action when we come back. Stay with us. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose. At Smoothie King Fairfield, 6-2 the score here into the top of the 6th from Salina. Grand Lake on top of the Hamilton Joes. Bennett Clement leading off. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Alex Dickey back on the mound for inning number 6 of work. Dickey gave up his only 2 runs in the last inning on the 2-run shot from Cal Brazier. First pitch home from Dickey is hit up the middle. One hopped over at short, trying to barehand it was Nicoluk. He won't be able to do so. And it's going to be a single for Bennett Clement. That one just kind of skipped awkwardly. It looked like it was going to be a play that Nicoluk was going to make behind the base, and it kind of skipped back on him as he was running from short towards second. So he didn't have the glove. He could only barehand it as his only option and just wasn't able to corral it. Leadoff man on. Runner on first now for Parker Lester. So we'll get a pickoff over to first. Clement is back in time. Lester is 0 for 2, grounded out to first base his last time up. Actually advanced Clement over to second, but has not found the base paths just yet. As we mentioned, Lester really struggled to start the season as we get another pickoff. But got his first hit here in Grand Lake the last time the Joes were here at Montgomery Field, and since then has just taken the plate by storm. Moved the average all the way up to 322 on the season. He was 2 for 4 yesterday. First pitch on the way. This one grounded up the middle, past a diving Nicoluk into center field. Clement takes a long turnaround second with nobody covering the bag, but he will retreat. Back-to-back singles. We'll put runners on first and second now. Parker Lester onto the base paths for the first time today. And now Evan Ulrich coming up in a big spot here for the Joes.
Yeah, seeming like they're finally getting to Dickey here around 80 pitches. It just seems like the Joes are finally putting together good at-bats, finding some holes, and just about the right time.
This will be pitch number 80 on the way from Dickey on the first offering to Ulrich. Here it comes. Breaking ball, skips away. Both runners are going to go, or rather just one. Bennett Clement aggressive over there at third base. He will reach without a throw. That one just barely trickled away from Brandon Green. A risky play, but Green couldn't recover it in time to make a play over there at third. Clement advances. Runners on the corners now for the Joes. Next pitch to Ulrich. Upstairs for ball 2.
Yeah, Bennett was not too happy with himself on that one. Saw him smack the gloves on the thigh, as I don't think he thought Bennett Clement was going to take off on that one either.
We'll get a pickoff over to first. And Parker Lester with a bit of a choking stare down back to Alex Dickey on the mound. (2-0). Lester on the move, and that one's in there for strike 1. Lester waving over there to the dugout, gets a smile from all the guys. 2-1 count. Lester actually took a few hard steps, then kind of stopped halfway through that, then ended up finishing out without a throw. So 2 in scoring position now, force play eliminated. 2-1 pitch to Ulrich. Dives down and away for ball 3. And with Sam Lowe on deck, the Joes could be knocking on the door here. Team continues to trail by 4. Dickey takes a breath. Here's the 3-1, and it misses outside. Ball 4. Back-to-back singles, and now a walk from Alex Dickey is going to load the bases with nobody out for Sam Lowe. He's searching for his first hit. Sam Lowe coming up, bases loaded, nobody out. Lowe second on the team in RBIs with 14 on the season. Big chance to extend upon that. First pitch, right over, catching the top of the zone for strike 1 on the fastball. Now the 0-1 offering on the way. Breaking ball lifted up and out of play behind home plate from Lowe to run the count 0-2. A little bit surprised we didn't see a mound visit before this at-bat from head coach Tony Perez. We mentioned the limited options for Grand Lake out of the bullpen, but just surprised that nobody came out to at least try to calm things down a little bit on a night that's been mostly smooth for Alex Dickey. 0-2 to Lowe. This one hit in the air. Back in left field is Hauer, camping underneath it. He's going to try to run into this one. He makes the catch, tagging from third to home and doing so safely. The runner will advance from second to third. Everyone's going to move up a base, actually, as the throw was off line to home. It's a sac fly for Sam Lowe. Lester to third. Ulrich to second. So enough to do a little bit. The lead back down to 3, and now the Joes could potentially cut it to just 1 if Casey Fink continues what he's done today. Really the only Joe that before this whole slew of hits and base runners, you could say had a good day at the plate, as he's had a walk and a single. 6-3 our score. Second and third with 1 out for the Joes. Infield at their normal positions for Grand Lake. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch to Fink, breaking ball on the inside half of the plate for strike 1. We're going to get a pinch hitter on deck for the Joes as Grant Miller is going to come in. As this one's hit out into the gap in left center field, racing over is Hauer. He's not going to get to it, playing it on the one hop. 1 run will score. Here comes Evan Ulrich. This one actually skips by, but backing it up at first is Vonderhaar, as that throw just got past the cutoff man. But it's a 2 RBI single for Casey Fink, who's now 2 for 2 on the day, and the Joes have cut this lead down to just 1.
We talked about it yesterday. How will the Joes respond when they're down in late in games? And here it is right here. Big response. They've cut it all the way down to 1. I think it's going to be the end of the night for Dickey.
As we are going to get a mound visit, and we're going to get a pinch hitter for the Joes, as Grant Miller is going to come in for the left fielder Tristan Melvin, and he's going to have to face a new pitcher with Alex Dickey exiting the game. A few smooth innings, but things kind of fell off for Alex Dickey late. Unfortunate end to his outing, but we will see a new man on the mound for Grand Lake when we come back. 1 out and a runner on first. Hamilton with 3 in the inning. They've cut this lead down to just 1. 6-5 our score. Grant Miller trying to do some more damage on this new pitcher when we come back.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day. Offering a diverse range of senior living services, our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
The new pitcher for Grand Lake is Timothy Knapp Schaefer out of Ohio Northern University, nearby Maria Stein, Ohio. Comes in with the Joes already having 3 in this top of the 6th. They've cut this lead down to 6-5. Grant Miller coming up to the plate with a runner on first and 1 out, looking to do more, potentially put this one level. Miller pinch hitting for Tristan Melvin, who finishes the day 0 for 2. Runner goes. This one hit up the middle, and it gets passed into center field. This is going to allow Fink to move over to third. Hit and run executed perfectly as Danneman went over to second to cover the bag, and the ball was hit right back in his unoccupied spot. Pinch hit opportunity pays off, and now runners on the corners for the Joes. Great opportunity here for Cal Brazier. Had the home run his last time up. Big lead at first from Grant Miller. And now we get a pickoff. Miller tripped over there to first, but got back in time. My goodness, scary moment over there at first as Miller kind of slipped after he had a big lead. Now from the stretch, first offering to Brazier on the way, and it's in there for strike one. Nothing in one to Cal Brazier. Runners on the corners. Miller on the move. This one's fouled straight back. That'll make the count 0-2. Nothing in two to Cal Brazier. Really needing to fight up there. Joe's got a man on third. And with all that momentum, would love to come out of this inning level. Looking for that fourth run of the inning to potentially put them even. 0-2 outside, and Brazier held up. Started to move the hands at it, but just was able to pull that wrist back enough to prevent the bat from moving too much. 1-2 now. Seen a couple big secondary leads from Grant Miller at first. He's on the move. This pitch fouled straight back. Brazier continuing to fight at the plate. Miller will have to return to first.
We've seen Knapp Shepard twice before, and he's received the loss one time. So the Joe's kind of having his number. Put up 9 hits his last time out.
Yeah, I believe he started, and indeed he did, against the Joes the last time they came here to Montgomery Field. One and two. And now time is called by Brazier after that long pause.
A strategic pause, just trying to wait out Grant Miller over there at first base, who's got a lot of speed when he reaches base.
Now we'll get the 1-2, and it just misses off the outside corner. Green behind the plate, a little bit of frustration, just couldn't quite get that one on the edge. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Phenomenal at-bat here from Cal Brazier, being the second guy to see him, just kind of waiting him out, not trying to chase too many things off the plate. Brazier's looked really good in this at-bat.
Readying. We'll get a pick off to first. Miller's back. Smaller lead over there at first from Miller for now. And now he'll extend it just a tiny bit. Here's the pitch. It's up high. Miller on the move. The throw is high, and it's not going to be in there. As Miller got probably the smallest lead of the entire at-bat there, but decided to steal on it anyway, and was in there in plenty of time to move 2 into scoring position now for the Joes. 3-2 count to Cal Brazier. Top of the orders on deck for the Joes. Walker Bridges standing in the circle.
And now, importantly, Cal Brazier can roll into to the shortstop or anywhere in the infield and get an RBI.
But instead, he'll take a pitch up high for ball 4, and that will load the bases for the Joes. Bases loaded with 1 out, as looks like the corner infield is going to come in for Grand Lake. Going to leave those middle guys in double play depth to try and escape the inning. But Walker Bridges looking to do further damage here. Bridges is 0 for 1, but has worked 2 walks his last 2 times up. Bases loaded, 1 out. Knapp Schaefer pitching from the stretch. First offering across the plate for strike 1. Brazier on first, Grant Miller, the pinch hitter for Tristan Melvin on second, and Casey Fink on third. 0-1 count to Walker Bridges. Pitch on the way, and that one's outside. Green will reach out and keep that one in the home plate area. 1 ball and 1 strike. Walker Bridges came up with the bases loaded yesterday, his first at bat with the bases loaded, and hit a 2 RBI double into the left center gap. Now the 1-1, breaking ball across the plate for strike 2. Bridges was frustrated after that one. So that pitch hung up there for a little bit, but he'll watch it go by. Bat stays on the shoulder, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that pair of RBIs was the first 2 from Bridges in about a week. So maybe hoping that he can put one in the outfield, collect some more RBIs.
1-2, swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Green. Bridges frustrated as he heads back to the dugout. Will hit the bat on the ground, but now there's 2 down in the inning. Joseph batted around. Clay Badalak will come up with the bases loaded. Joes could really use a hit here. Righty on lefty matchup. Badalak is 1 for 3. First pitch from Knapschafer on the way. This one's lifted up behind home plate, out of play. (6-5) our score. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 0-1 count here to Clay Badalak, 9th man to bat in this inning for the Joes. 0-1 pitch, up high. A ball and a strike to Badalak. Knapschafer deals home. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Another one where the string was pulled. Knapschafer doing some work of his own. We saw a lot of good breaking balls from Alex Dickey. Now Knapschafer continuing it in relief. 2 strikes on Clay Badalak. 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? And they're going to say he did. Strike 3 as Badalak goes around on the pitch in the dirt. And Grand Lake finally able to escape the inning. The Joes leave them loaded. They got 3. But with the situation there at the end, bases loaded and 1 out, a bit of a disappointing finish from Hamilton. And some cheers on the Mariners side. But most importantly, the Joes are back into this game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. We're going to get a new pitcher on the mound for Hamilton when we come back. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
To the bottom of the 6th here, new pitcher on the mound for the Joes is Dawson Hall in relief of Tegan Bork. First pitch on the way, bunt is squared and pulled back by Andrew Nicoluk as the pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Dawson Hall out of the University of Minnesota will deal that one in. This one hit over to third, played on the 1-hop by Bridges. He'll have to go over to first, and we'll make the play for out number 1. interesting play there as he kind of trapped that ball against the ground on the short hop and then made the play over to first. So now Brandon Green will come in. 9-man is 0 for 2. Base is empty, 1 out. Joe's leading Joe's trailing 6-5 over Grand Lake, out hitting the Mariners 7-6. First pitch to Green, breaks in there for strike 1. Next pitch on the way, it's a fastball up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Another lefty on the mound now for the Joes in Dawson Hall. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one misses down and away, and Green able to hold the hands up just enough. This one chopped over to third. It skips by Walker Bridges and into center field. Long turnaround first from Green, but now Lester will go cover the bag, and so that will hold him with just 1. We'll see how that's scored. It's going to be an error. Second error of the game on Walker Bridges.
And that one was hit hard at him. He kind of in between hop had to go get it, and just kind of was unable to get anything on it.
Another one that kind of skipped to the side on him. This turf has been really awkward on both sides. You've seen the Joes benefit from it a little bit when they're at the plate. Runner on first. Pitch down low, bouncing in the turf. Will be saved by Evan Orrick. Green not going to move on it. For ball 1 to the leadoff, or top of the order rather, for Elliot Cruson. He is 0 for 1 today, but did walk twice. Next pitch on the way, and it's fouled up and away over the backstop. Tegan Bork goes 3 innings for the Joes and gives up 1 run off 3 hits. 1-1 count to Cruson. The pitch from Hall is going to miss for ball 2.
First time we've seen Dawson Hall in quite some time. Last time we saw him was, I believe, a start against the Scouts back on the 23rd of June.
Hall deals in the 2-1, check swing. It finds the zone anyway for strike 2. Hall will take a long look at first and now deal the 2-2 home. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 5th strikeout of the game for Joe's pitching. First for Dawson Hall. Now 2 outs with the runner on first for Jackson Hauer. Hauer is 2 for 2 with a single, double, and walk. Hall pitching from the stretch. First offering on the way, check swing, and it's fouled off, pushed up toward the Mariners dugout. Unfortunate break there for Jackson Hauer. Dawson Hall set on the mound. Fires in the 0-1. This one lifted up in foul territory, deep to left field. That ball's going to get out of play over the fence on the left side. Grant Miller full hustle to pursue it, but ran out of room. 0-2 the count now to Jackson Hauer. Hall looking to escape the inning hitless despite a 1 base runner from the error. Hall will wait a second on Grant Miller to return to his post after he covered a lot of ground to get over there to the fence. 0-2 pitch, runner moves. This one's hit up in the air and out of play. So the count will remain 0-2, and Green will return to first. Dawson Hall, big guy on the mound. Tall frame. From the stretch, he stands almost straight up with the feet like right next to each other. Doesn't have any sort of separation. Almost looks like he's a little cramped, like a coiled spring. 0-2 to Hauer, way outside. He'll lay off. Maybe a waste pitch there from Hall.
I mean, it's really a tall infield in general. Parker Lester 6'4", 6'2", 6'2" over there. Brazier, Bridges.
0-2, just off the plate, or the 1-2 rather. We'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, this is just a tall team in general. Definitely a lot bigger than the team last year. They're wearing the same jerseys as the team from last year, and GM Daryl Grissom, I remember when Coach Ryan Finnerty said the jerseys didn't fit, he said recruit bigger players, so I guess he did. 2-2, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dawson. Hall will strand the runner on first and hang another 0 as we now head into the 7th inning. Joe's still trailing by 1, but things are looking up as it seems. We will see Bennett Clement lead things off once again for the Joes, as he did in the last inning with the Joes batting around, looking for more success at the plate when we come back. 6-5, Grand Lake on top. To the 7th we go. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Bennett Clement leads off for the Joes. New pitcher on the mound is Braden Goulet for the Grand Lake Mariners, freshman out of nearby Wapakoneta, Ohio. 6-5 score. Joes trailing. Clement will lead things off for Braden Goulet. This is his 4th appearance. Second or third time, rather, out of the bullpen for the left-hander. First pitch on the way, and it's in the turf for ball 1. Goulet will play for the Oilers at University of Findlay next year. 1-0 to Clement, lifted up and into the screen behind home plate. Goulet, native of Wapakoneta, Ohio. I quizzed Pearl Zabel on this last time when she was on the broadcast, but now I have to quiz our non-Ohioan. So you're cheating.
So I already know the answer.
Mr. Neil Armstrong, of course. So that one dives down and away.
I knew Wapakoneta sounded familiar.
Wapakoneta
I don't know
native.
where I heard it from, but that's where now.
Passed by the big ode to him off the Wapakoneta exit on the way here. 2 balls and 1 strike to Bennett Clement. Goulet winds and fires. That time it's off the outside corner for ball 3. (3-1). The pitch, this one chopped left side. It's going to be played in fair territory by Green, and Clement was not moving down the line. Good heads-up play as Clement is put down. Good job by Green. That one was definitely going to go foul if he gave it one more hop, but Green made the split decision after realizing Clement wasn't going to run on it, and he was going to play that one in fair territory and fire over to first. Base is empty, 1 out now as Parker Lester will dig in. Lester 1 for 3, singled his last time up. First pitch to Lester on the way, in there for strike one. Now the 0-1 offering, that time it's in the turf. Load the whole way. One to Lester, big cut and a miss. On that pitch, it was in the zone, but Lester a little out in front. First appearance in a little while for Braden Goulet. Last time he came out June 23rd against the Southern Ohio Copperheads in a 6-2 loss. Pitched 2 1/3 innings in relief. 1-2 to Lester. Check swing on the pitch in the dirt. They're going to appeal over to first and say he went around. Lester protesting, but he will go down via the strikeout. Second time he's gone down that way today. 10th strikeout of the game now for the pitching of the Grand Lake Mariners. And now 2 outs and the base is empty to Evan Ulrich. Goulet winds and fires the first pitch in. It's down low for ball one.
The Joes needing to get something going, as the Mariners do have the best closer in the league, saves-wise, Ethan Bobo with 3.
That time it'll find the zone on Evan Ulrich on the outside corner to even the count on a ball and a strike. I don't want to get this one too late, create too much work for yourself in too little time. Joe's trailing by 1. They got 7 outs to work with right now. 1-1 to Ulrich, down low for ball 2. Interesting how Grand Lake seemed to really put out that fire rather quickly, as things could have gotten out of control for them in that last inning. 1-2, or 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Count was 2-1. I'm reading all over the different scoreboards. That'll even the count at 2-2 to Evan Ulrich. Looking for his first hit. Here comes the 2-2, and it's off the plate for ball 3. Full count now to Evan. Sam Lowe is on deck for the Joes. Ulrich is 0 for 1, but has reached base twice already. Goulet winds and fires the full count pitch. This one popped up in the infield, right next to the pitcher's mound. Voorhees comes in from third and will make the catch just to the left of the bump for out number 3. Joe's got things going in the last inning, but nothing doing here in the top of the 7th. Time to stretch here in Salina. 6-5 our score. Mariners on top. We'll see you back here in just a moment. Looks like Dawson Hall is going to retake the mound for the Joes, who look to continue to hang zeros, try to claw their way back into this game. Stay with us, Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com. A proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Manny Voorhees, the leadoff hitter for the Grand Lake Mariners in the bottom of the 7th inning. Home team on top of the Hamilton Joes, 6-5. Dawson Hall back on the mound. First pitch to Voorhees is on the way quickly, lifted up, and it's going to get out of play up the right side. That one just over the Mariners dugout. 0-1 to Manny Voorhees. That pitch upstairs. Ball and a strike. Voorhees looking for his first hit on the day. Had an RBI on a sac fly in the second. 1-1. This one popped up and on the hands. This is going to stay in play. Ulrich coming over on it. And this one is, I believe, just going to land in front of the dugout. Or rather, it was caught. It was out of our view. Cal Brazier came over from first. It didn't look like that ball was going to be catchable. Could not see any of that play as it was unfolding almost directly beneath us. But I guess Cal Brazier somehow made his way over to that to make the catch for out number 1. Apologize on the delayed reaction on that one.
We do not have that angle whatsoever.
First pitch misses down low to the next batter, Luke Vonderhaar. Dawson Hall working quick here. 1-0, upstairs.
Barely have enough time to introduce the new batter.
2 balls and no strikes. That pitch up high to Voorhees for ball 3, or Vonderhaar rather. Three 3-0. Here comes the pitch. And it's framed on the outside corner by Ulrich for strike 1. Vonderhaar took a step across the box, maybe a little over towards first. 3-1. Hall winds and deals. Breaking ball just underneath that outside corner, called ball 4.
Good spot for that breaking ball. Just a little unfortunate that it's a 3-ball count that just misses.
Sam Seeker is the batter for Grand Lake. Runner on first, 1 out. Hall will take a quick step off. First pitch on the way. Bunt is squared and pulled back. That pitch runs inside for ball 1.
Trying to manufacture runs late here are the Mariners, especially maybe with Bobo sitting back in the bullpen.
1-0. Pitch on the way. This one pushed out to center field. Moving over into the left center gap is Clement. He's underneath it for out number 2. Double pump back into the infield will work Vonderhaar back to first.
We talked about moving quickly. This is just 10 pitches so far in the inning. An opportunity to get 11 if necessary, if he can retire Danneman quickly.
Danneman is 1 for 3, singled his last time up. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Danneman brought in that 1 run in the 5th that proves to be the go-ahead run now after the rally the Joes put together. 1-0, misses just atop the zone. Two balls and no strikes. Long pause from Hall. Now he deals home. This one hit up the middle, but right at Badalak at short, who will make the catch on the line drive for out number 3. Danneman caught it off the end of the bat. And the Mariners not able to do anything with this base runner. To the 8th we go. Joes need at least 1. They've got 6 outs to work with. Sam Lowe going to try and get him going when we come back. Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBoxSports.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
Come curious.
Go time here for the Joes. Top of the 8th, trailing 6-5. Braden Goulet back on the mound. Able to figure things back out for the Mariners after they struggled a little bit in the 6th. Goulet came in and retired the Joes in order in the top of the 7th inning. Sam Lowe sacrificed fly in the 6th his last time up, but 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch on the way to him. Misses down low for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And this one will miss off the plate as well. 2 balls and no strikes now.
Umpire's got a bit of a weird hitch up. It looks like he's about to call something, then doesn't.
2-0 pitch. Skied up and out of play behind home plate. Low fouls it off. 2-1 now. Goulet winds and deals. That pitch in the turf and hit awkwardly off the leg pad of Green. He looked to be maybe a little shaken up, but now will get up and walk over down the third baseline to collect the baseball and fire it back to the mound.
Goulet kind of got a laid back, lackadaisical, almost sort of wind up. He kind of leans back when he comes back and on that rocker step.
Here he comes on the 3-1. This one popped up by Lowe, and it's going to get out of play on the first base side. Initially looked like that might be playable, but just pushed a little too far. Count runs full. Sam Lowe, the leadoff man, here in the top of the 8th inning. Joes need at least one in these final 2. 3-2 pitch on the way. This one chopped high in the air. Coming in on it is Daneman from second off to make a quick play over to first, and he got him. Lowe tripped on the bag. Made a really good attempt over there at second to try and beat that one out. But just comes up a split second short. And now that will bring up Casey Fink with the bases empty and 1 down.
Fink with a really clutch at-bat his last time. Joe's going to need him to cash in here in the 8th inning.
Goulet winds and deals the first pitch in. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Now the 0-1 offering finds the top of the zone for strike 2. 2 similar pitches from Goulet. This time Fink will lay off, but it still catches the outside half of the plate on the top part of the zone. 0-2. Pitch to Fink, swing and a miss. It will require a throw over to first, but made with ease by Green. And quickly 2 outs now in the 8th. And now Grant Miller comes up to the plate. Came in to pinch hit in the 6th and had a big single for the Joes that extended the inning. Now comes up with the bases empty and 2 outs. First pitch on the way, big cut and a foul tip straight back that hit hard off Brandon Green. He'll take a second to collect himself while home plate umpire Michael Ingram will hand deliver this ball to the mound. 0-1 count now to Grant Miller. Once again, he's 1 for 1 on the day. Came in to pinch hit for Tristan Melvin. He's also playing out there in left in the same spot that Melvin occupied prior to the substitution. Oh and 1, long windup. Bunt is squared and put down. Racing up from the mound, throw over to first is in time as Miller is beat out, just trying to catch the Mariners off guard. And that will retire the side here in the 8th. So the fire has been put out, safe to say, by Braden Goulet, who's looked fantastic now through 2 innings of work in relief. 6 up, 6 down for the Joes in the 7th and 8th, and our score remains 6-5 as we head to the bottom of the inning. Bottom 3 men in the order due up for Grand Lake as they've got maybe one last chance to extend upon this lead. We'll see if they can do it when we come back. You're watching Joe's Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network. Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Donnie Goods coming up to face off against Dawson Hall here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Joe's trailing the Mariners 6-5. Goods will watch the first pitch breaking ball fall into the turf for ball 1, just short of the home plate. 1-0 pitch, fired in, outside. 2-0 count now to Goods. 1 for 3 on the day with a double that came in the first inning. Nothing since then. 2-0, big swing and a miss. Goods trying to put that one 500 feet. Two balls and one strike. Hall kicks, fires a breaking ball that hits home plate. Ball 3.
And now you see a bit more of a conscious effort from some of these Mariners batters to kind of take their time to get in the box and throw Dawson Hall off his rhythm.
3-1. Fastball in there for strike 2. Full count offering coming up to Donnie Goods. Leadoff man here in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Hall. Payoff pitch in the turf, ball 4. Goods onto the bases for the second time today. That will bring up Andrew Nikoluk, who's hitless. The runner on first. We get a sign over there at third from Coach Tony Perez. Hall. Send a little pump over to first. Runner on first, nobody out. And they got him in a rundown over to second. The throw is not in time, as the ball may have popped out. Pickoff sent over to first by Dawson Hall. It was a great jump to actually make that a close play by Goods, despite the pickoff attempt. And somehow, some way, he was able to beat that throw over to second and maybe get underneath the tag in just enough time.
I think he knocked that ball out.
Yeah, so that ball, we did see it end up in center field. So I guess he knocked the ball out on the tag, which is why he was called safe over there. So runner moves over to second, and still nobody out. No pitches yet to Nikoluk. So now the first one will come in up high for ball 1. Cal Brazier came in onto the grass, but now will actually stay there. Move back a little bit, though. Maybe searching on a bunt here. 1-0 pitch to Nikoluk. Downstairs for ball 2.
Yeah, really a good spot to lay one down. for the Mariners. Nicola unsuccessful at putting the ball into the outfield so far.
Two-0 pitch. Low again, ball 3. Now Dawson Hall at risk of walking his third. Saw 3 walks from Zach Breeden in his 2 innings of work, and then none from Tegan Bork. (3-0) on the way. Fastball in there for strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. The pitch. Swinging a line drive up the left side, down for a base hit. This one skips up, and it's going to get away from Grant Miller, as now heading back to third. That one was miscommunicated to Goods. Nikolic will get over to second. He got the wave sign to go home, started to go home, must have heard something, because he turned around and went back to the base. Coach Tony Perez was screaming at him from third to go home as that one skipped by Grant Miller on the 1-hop. But the Joes go unpunished, as now the Mariners will have 2 in scoring position with nobody out, but somehow Hamilton still able to escape a run coming in on that play.
Even looking back at the broadcast, I have no idea what he heard or maybe even saw.
So the first pitch now to Brandon Green, fouled straight back. Green is 0 for 3, reached his last time up on an error, but still hitless on the day. Oh, 1 lifted up and into the screen once again. Count is 0-2. Dawson Hall looking for a big punch here that would put him in a lot better of a position. Right now, 2 in scoring position with nobody out. Brandon Green looking to add on to this lead that currently stands at 1 run. 0-2 pitch, swinging a foul ball. Nothing and 2 to Brandon Green. This one in on the hands, popped up right side. It's going to get out of play into the beer garden. Green battling up there. Hall could really use this strikeout. Warming up in the Joes bullpen is Alex Wilsbach. (0-2) on the way. Swing and a miss upstairs. Green down on strikes. Big K there from Dawson Hall. Still not out of the woods yet, but it'll alleviate some of the pressure.
I think we're going to see I think we're going to see a call to the bullpen here to get Wilsbach in, put out this big fire.
As Tyler Thaman will indeed take the ball from Dawson Hall. Give him a pat on the back, and we're going to see a new pitcher come into the game. 2 in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Alex Wilsbach entering the game for the Joes. We'll give his stats when we come back. Looking to get out of this situation and give his team a chance in the 9th. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Welt Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has an honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati, or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Elliott Cruson up to the plate. Infield in for the Joes, second and third. With one out, Alex Wilsbach, the new pitcher for Hamilton. Wilsbach sidearms the first one in, chopped over to short. Joes are going to go home with it, and in plenty of time, apply the tag to gun down Goods. He tried to slide underneath it and actually had the batting helmet taken off as the tag was applied near the face. 2 outs now as a heads-up play over there at short from Clay Badalak to go home. He was able to get Goods in plenty of time. Nicoluk advances over to third, and Cruson reaches on the fielder's choice, but a huge out there for the Joes.
Cannot mention how big of an out that is for the Joes. If they can keep it to 1, you feel really good about their chances going into the bottom or the top half with 9-1-2 up.
First pitch misses inside to Jackson Hauer. Cooled down for the first time in his last at-bat. Reached base in a trio of at-bats to start this one, but struck out swinging his last time up in the 6th. Wilsbach fires in the 1-0. This one lined hard but foul into the fence on the left side.
The main thing you're going to see from Wilsbach here is not only the velo change. He's a little slower, but he's a little slower because he throws almost submarine. It's sidearm, and he gets down low, and it's a weird angle. It's a good spot to bring him in here to very much change the eye levels of these hitters.
1-1. On the way. In there for strike 2. Wilsbach making his 6th appearance. He's pitched 7 1/3 innings for the Joes. Has only given up 1 earned run. He's been very solid out of the bullpen. Talked about it during the break, but actually thought he might have gotten hurt his last time out as he was pulled early, a little over a week ago at home against Southern Ohio, but back out there today. Good to see. 1-2. On the way, it's inside, and it hit Hauer, it looks like, and trickled in and hit Ulrich. It did hit Hauer, so that's going to load up the bases here with 2 outs. Tough way to end a 2-strike count. Good news is Evan Ulrich looks to be okay for the Joes as he was a little bit shaken up right after that pitch. But now the base is loaded for the best hitter in this lineup who is due today, as Manny Voorhees comes up to the plate with the bases juiced in 2 outs.
I have to think if they can get out of this inning, it would be a huge momentum swing for the Joes.
First pitch up high,
Oh,
and
goodness.
Voorhees gets out of the way, ducking out of that one. And Wilsbach actually fell down on the mound and called time. He wants the baseball back. Tyler Thaman coming a little bit out of the Joes dugout, and now the Joes infield kind of walking around. Home plate umpire Michael Ingram making sure he's okay, and he assures everyone he is, so he will return to the mound, just take a second to collect himself. Kind of tripped and fell awkwardly on that first pitch that was way upstairs to Manny Voorhees.
Yeah, I heard it mentioned to Casey Fink as we were getting on the bus, but pitchers and catchers not allowed to use certain spikes as everybody else. You might see a couple of those.
1-0, hit high in the air to the left side. This is out of play, it looks like, and indeed it is on the left side. That ball was hit super high, impossible to track where it was going. Just had to judge based off where Grant Miller was chasing after it.
That hit it, like well into the trees.
Yeah, didn't make it too much of an attempt at it. It was just kind of looking at that left side. 1-1. Pitch to Voorhees on the way. This one hit well out to left field. Going back is Miller at the wall. This one's off the base of the wall. 2-run score. Here comes the third. It will come in safely. It's a bases clearing 3 RBI double for Manny Voorhees. Felt it was only a matter of time for the best hitter in this Mariners lineup after an 0-for-3 start. And that's a huge one for the Mariners, who retake a 4-run lead. It's now 9-5.
Yeah, saw whatever he saw again. Definitely liked what he saw when he fouled off the pitch previous and saw something in the same spot and drove that one nearly out. Got the big double.
3 runs came in to score. First pitch misses down low to Luke Vonderhaar. So a disappointing end to that sequence for Alex Wilsbach. As now the next one sent in, swing and a miss. 4-1. Thought that he might be able to escape the inning and hang a 0 after he got a couple of big outs. But nothing doing so far. This one chopped back on the 1-1 offering. That'll make the count 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Wilsbach looks back at second. Now home. Here comes the pitch. Popped up in the infield. Bridges coming in from third in foul territory, calling everyone off. He will make the catch about halfway down the line for out number 3. But a big double from Manny Voorhees to drive in 3 Mariner runs. Creates a whole lot of work for the Joes in the top of the 9th. They'll need a lot to get it done. Cal Brazier going to try to start things as the Joes looking to rally here on the road in the top of the 9th. Stay with us. An exciting finish coming on the way from Salina. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Hungry Joes fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose. Top of the 9th, Joe's got their work cut out for them here in Salina, trailing 9-5 after a big 3-run bottom of the 8th from the Grand Lake Mariners. Leading off for the Joes is going to be Cal Brazier. He is 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a home run. Braden Goulet retaking the mound for Grand Lake. First pitch going to miss inside for ball 1. Goulet really shut things down after coming in the 7th. Joes haven't gotten a base runner off him yet. The next pitch, big swing and a miss.
He's been around the zone consistently. Has been pumping the fastball in any location. It's looked really good in his appearance.
1-1. That one in the dirt. They're going to check over to first. And they're going to say that Brazier went around. That'll be strike 2. Check swing there. Doesn't go Cal's way. 2-strike count now. Goulet will step off. One ball and 2 strikes. Goulet winds and deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brazier can't square it up on the outside corner. And now back to the top of the order we go. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Walker Bridges coming in. Bridges looking to change things up after going 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He does have 2 walks. No more batting gloves on the hands for Walker. First pitch sent in up high for ball 1.
You know, the work gloves, I guess, weren't doing it today.
Weren't doing it for him. Goulet deals the 1-0. This one's driven out into left center field. Going back is Hauer and making the catch in the gap for out number 2. That one hit well by Bridges, but just finds a glove. 2 down now here in the top of the 9th. Joe's down to their final out. Clay Badalak will come up.
Maybe he'll keep those batting gloves off.
He's 1 for 4. Yeah, maybe. Will Bridges. Goulet's first offering to Badalak. Gonna miss for ball 1. Now the next pitch on the way, and that one's in there. A ball and a strike now. One pitch to Badalak. Off the outside half of the plate. 2 balls and a strike now. Two, 1, down and in for ball 3. Badalak looking to be a base runner here. 3-1, check swing, and Badalak definitely went. They're going to appeal over to first, and that will be confirmed. So the count is full to Clay. Joe's down to their final strike here. Goulet looking for the save. Here comes the pitch. This one grounded up the middle. Waiting on it at short is Nicoluk. Over to first, and there it is, out number 3. Braden Goulet comes in the 7th and retires 9 straight Joes to slam the door and complete the victory for Grand Lake. Mariners start off the homestand with a win. They improve to 11-13 on the season. Joes fall to 14-9 as they head back to Foundation Field tomorrow. Final score in this one, Grand Lake 9, Hamilton 5. Don't go away. In just a moment, we'll be back with the Casual Pint postgame. We'll have full coverage and wrap-up here from Salina as we head back home tomorrow. And we'll bring you coverage of Joes and Jazz on July 4th. Stay with us. Blake Griffin will have the postgame in just a moment. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
back here at Montgomery Field after a disappointing loss. The Joes falling to the Grand Lake Mariners 9-5. Blake Griffin, Luke Westpoli here for the Casual Pint post-game show. The Joes had a little bit of a battle in the mid-innings, but it just looks like the start and the finish just weren't there for them tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The Joes put together that really big rally, and unfortunately they weren't able to tie that game. Felt like if they tied that game, things could have looked a lot different. But unfortunately, just left them loaded, and sometimes that happens. And sometimes you got a guy like Braden Goulet coming out of the bullpen that can really just shut things down. That's exactly what he did. 3 clean innings. So he recorded 3 strikeouts and did not give up any base runners. 9 up, 9 down for Goulet to close this one out. Unfortunate for the Joes on how this one turned out. They did not start well. Thought they recovered pretty well in the middle of this one, but just too little too late, I suppose, as they weren't able to claw their way back into this game 100%. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't complain about how this team has performed on the road all season long. They go 1-2 on the weekend, but they're 9-2 on the road now, which is certainly a mark you'll take, as we're now going to see some more home games coming up this week at Foundation Field.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll have action for you with the Richmond Jazz at home for the 4th of July celebration. Hopefully the Joes can bring home a win, have some fireworks of their own during the game, and bring a little chair of your own. Is great view of the firework action after the game tomorrow. So make sure you come out to Foundation Field and get all that action. Winning pitcher tonight is going to be Alex Dickey, who pitched 5 1/3 innings, gave up all 5 of those runs off 6 hits, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. Was a really good force for the Mariners and helping them propel themselves to victory. Losing pitcher tonight will be Zach Breeden, who got the start for the Joes. Went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. Timothy Knapschafer comes in, gets the hold, and Braden Goulet will come in and get the 3-inning save. The final line score: the Joes 5 runs off 7 hits, 2 errors. The Grand Lake Mariners 9 runs off 8 hits and no errors. Take a quick look around the GLSCL as we wrap things up here on this Sunday afternoon. The Michigan Monarchs win game number 1 of the doubleheader against Jetbox Baseball. That coming in a 7-inning run rule victory, 15-0 that score. The Lincoln County Settlers go on the road to Bob Wren Stadium and will take the game against the Copperheads 13-6. A doubleheader, just the one game between the Xenia Scouts and the Cincinnati Steam. As a good news for the Joes, the Steam right behind them in the standings fall to the Xenia Scouts 7-4. Our game obviously going final 9-5. Up in the North Division, the Lima Locos on top of the Royal Oak Leprechauns, a 8-5 score of that game in the bottom of the 8th. Another game final between the Monarchs and Jetbox Baseball. Jetbox pulling this one out also in 7 innings as they win that 5-4. And at the top of the 6th inning, Muskegon up big on the Sandusky Ice Haulers 11-1. So that'll wrap things up here from Montgomery Field. Once again, the Joes fall 9-5, moving their record to 14-9. Stay tuned for tomorrow's game, as it should be a good one. We'll have the Richmond Jazz at home. But from everyone here who makes this production possible, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Blake Griffin, signing off.